BMW made a bold move when they launched the M4. So instead of having the legendary M3 in coupe and four-door saloon formats, it was only the four-door that you could then get. So if you wanted a coupe or a cabriolet, you had to go with the M4. It's obviously not a surprise then that since the M4's arrived, that sales of the M3 have dropped significantly. And I wasn't a fan. Not to say I wasn't a fan of the car, I wasn't really a fan of the decision that BMW made, which was quite risky to jeopardise the future legacy that the M3 has built, as the car's been the benchmark of fast saloons, well, pretty much since its launch in 1985. So since the M4 arrived, I haven't driven one. I've actually gone out of my way to not drive one. I love the M3, I love what it stands for, and I love what it's contributed to automotive history. And I was loyal to a car that I've loved since pretty much since I knew what a car was. And I've maintained that loyalty, well, right up until today. So the great guys at Vines BMW in Guildford have kindly lent me this M4 competition for a few days. And the first thing to tell you is that it's Austin yellow. I've never liked this colour. It's not gold, it's not yellow, it's, well, quite frankly, kind of, in my opinion, disgusting. I get it, it's Marmite, you either love it or you hate it, but it just reminds me of the colour of the liquid that falls out of me when I'm on holiday and I get the squits. So, the car's now 4 years old, and it's still powered by the same 3-litre twin-turbo flat six it was born with. Performance-wise, it's impressive. 0 to 62 comes up in 4.2 seconds and goes on to a limited top speed of 155. The really impressive number is that it will do 0 to 100 in 8.6 seconds. Producing 425 brake horsepower and 406 pound-foot of torque, delivered at only 1850 RPM, means that it's fast. And I don't really know how to hammer that point home adequately. I mean, this thing is frighteningly fast. Handling is agile and direct at the front end, whilst loose and lively at the rear. In the dry, this car is nothing short of awe-inspiring through the corners. And in the wet, it's nothing short of pants filling for those less experienced in trying to control a frisky rear-wheel drive mentalist that's out there trying to kill you. Take your time to build up the confidence and get it right though, and it's an incredibly rewarding car to drive. It gives you a sense of driving God, like you can actually officially change your title on your business cards. Interior, usual high BMW standards with lots of leather and carbon, and the one thing I really like about it, or particularly with this car, with the competition, are these seats, new style seats, big, comfortable, really supportive, you know, as to be expected, but they have slots in the rear which you can't feel when you sit in them, but they really keep you cool when you're pushing. and you start to build a bit of a sweat on. Obviously I'm taking it easy in this car because it's not mine. So this car has the competition package, which brings a bit more power at 444 brake horsepower. It has new springs, dampers and anti-roll bars, which actually does bring quite an entirely different feel to a car chassis, especially with the adaptive dampers. The Shadow Line exterior is included in the competition package, as is the M Performance exhaust, which is loud, popping, banging, growling and screaming at you like some kind of rabid dog. So you can also tick some other boxes as well, which will give you some nice carbon bits on the outside, with some front splitters and the rear diffuser as well. And they've got a really nice selection of some stunning alloy wheels like the car has that I'm driving here today. The competition package costs around about an extra $3,000, and I think for what you get, it demonstrates quite good value for money, with obviously all the running kit. Running costs, I don't know why people talk about running costs. I mean, who cares really? Who actually cares if, you know, in comparison to the running costs, servicing is, in comparison to its rivals, it's much of a muchness. But if you're choosing a car and it comes down to a couple of £100 in servicing costs, then you're buying the wrong type of car. Who cares when it goes this fast? So for this car, for how good this car is, I think the 60-odd K starting price is actually really good. It's frighteningly fast, superbly engaging to drive, and it gives you back exactly what you put in terms of a rewarding feeling of a great driver's car. So the big question is, have I changed my mind about the M4? Well, yeah, I have. Have I been unfaithful? Do I feel like I've been unfaithful to the history and future legacy of the M3? No, I don't. They say that change is good, and I've certainly embraced it. Just not sure on the colour though.